Hello everyone in Oneness. Thank you so much for watching this video. In Oneness, I'm Jessica Delmar. In this video, I wanted to talk more about this body-soul alignment process that many people, if not most of the collective, are going through, which is leveling up your energy. It's leveling up your consciousness realm and your expansion into new heights, basically. And so I wanted to talk a little bit more about this. I put out my last video, which was talking about those 3 phases, at least for right now, in terms of the body-soul alignment from 3D into 4D into 5D. And so I just wanted to add more information regarding this process. Information came through in a client session that I had a little while ago, so I want to thank my client for allowing me to share this information and for opening this information in our co-creation. So basically what came through in that client co-creation session is how a lot of attention was brought forward regarding this body-soul misalignment and how we are moving into alignment. Some have greater misalignments than others. Regardless, the Ascension process is about the process of aligning the physical body and the non-physical soul on a much deeper, more cohesive level so that the physical body can become the vessel for the greater soul and higher self to seamlessly work through. So moving into 5D is very much about embodying your higher self so that you are simply the vessel for your higher aspects to move through and work through and be expressed through. So as you move through into 5D, you are moving into your now moment, and it's within that now moment that you have access to past, present, future, and beyond. You have access to all of your other aspects, basically through your soul memory, through your Akashic library, through your living library. You have access to all the many different aspects of you that will serve you in your now moment as you move forward. And so in order to get to that place, your body and your greater soul have to be in a place of balance, alignment, and harmony, not only within your physical reality, but we're talking about being in alignment and in harmony with, first of all, your planet, so Gaia, as well as the solar system, as well as extending beyond into the galaxy and the universe, and coming into alignment and balance and harmony with Source itself as you move further along into 5D, so that you can eventually embody that Source energy and become that great, powerful creator that you truly are. But first, these are baby steps, and we're in that process of really integrating a more solid, cohesive, balanced, harmonious body-soul alignment. So I'm going to bring myself as an example. For quite some time now, I've felt that my energy has become very expansive. My consciousness is very expanded. But at the same time, my physical body, I feel, is a bit behind. And every time I try to tap into the two, it feels like my energy, my consciousness is on fast forward, it's running, and my body is trying to keep up, and it's harder for my body. And this is just a natural thing, especially during the Ascension process, because your energy, your vibration, your consciousness is able to expand into higher, new realms. And the physical body, it's harder to shift that physical body because we are existing in this 3D experience and this reality and this 3D vibration, so to speak, in terms of how our bodies were birthed here in 3D. And so the body is going to take a bit longer to process and integrate those higher vibrations. But it is happening, and it will happen for you. And what we spoke about in the last video about those 3 phases is very much about getting that body to catch up with the soul so that the soul and the body can come and merge and exist cohesively in harmony and in balance. What had come through in that client co-creation session, as well as just in general what's been coming through, sparked from that session, was the importance of knowledge intake at this time. And so they kind of stressed the importance of the process of understanding what's going on, the ascension process, what your body is going through, what your soul is going through, what everyone's going through. Because in understanding what's happening, then your body and your soul are able to tune a little bit more. This is kind of like understanding what the ingredients are in the food that you're eating. Because if you know what you're eating and if you know what you're putting in your body exactly, then you understand how it's going to affect your body. What came through is the process of ascension is getting the body and soul to a place of alignment. And for some people, this can be a very rough process. It's like trying to get two completely different radios tuned to the same station, but they are miles apart. Like one is in the mountains and the other is at sea level, and it's manual dial turn, not the radio that you can automatically set to a station. So you're trying to align those radio stations. So the only thing that you can go off of is your feeling state. You have to get to a place where you can feel into your energetic soul and your physical body and tune both in alignment with each other. In this process, people do get frustrated, and in frustration comes more resistance, so it creates more blockages. But in understanding the process and what the soul and the body are both going through, comes more understanding and compassion and relaxation into the unfolding and surrendering into the process and the journey. And this creates a journey of more ease and flow. It's like instead of trying to find your way in the darkness, knowing what you are dealing with helps to turn on the light for you to better find your way. And so same thing with, we spoke about in the last video about the 3 phases of the body-soul alignment. In that birthing process, you're being squeezed literally through that birth canal, and what comes out on the other side is this new area and realm of expansion and consciousness. But for that process of being birthed, moving through that very tight space, you don't necessarily know how long that's going to be. You don't necessarily know even really what's on the other side. And so that's why the importance of understanding and the importance of being nourished with information that resonates with you is important at this time, because it helps you to understand the process that you're going through. It helps you to relax and ease and flow through the process, through that very tight space, because you know that there's something coming, and you know that that tight space is not going to last for forever. You know that even in the darkness, you're being led, you're being carried, you are being supported. And that helps in that birthing process to get you through. What came through is the knowledge that you consume that resonates with you, the information that helps you to better understand the process that you're going through is important, because it tunes your cells in your DNA first to respond to your greater soul's frequency and messages. And in getting those cells in DNA tuned, the rest of the body can then follow, your physical body. You can find healing in alignment with your soul when you find understanding in the process that's taking place. What came through is we understand that people, in your instant gratification current reality, you want to eat the food and have it right now without caring about the ingredients that go into making the food. But what if the person was allergic to something in the ingredients and had a reaction? Without knowing what is in the ingredients, the person will suffer through their reaction and may never know what in the food they reacted to. In understanding the steps of your ascension, you are understanding every part of your unfolding, not as random, but as on purpose. And therefore, you're able to move with the energy that is pushing you, rather than resisting the energy, which will only cause more blockage on your path of unfolding. There is power in knowledge, and in understanding comes easier unfolding. Your collective is in a place where massive shifts are taking place, and many of you are being pushed into body-soul alignment as you filter more and more into your place in the 144,000 car wash and or that 5D pipeline. So I'm going to put the link to the video, to the 144,000 video that we spoke about, this car wash and moving through that car wash. The more you resist the alignment and the tuning of the body and soul in harmony, the more you will suffer. However, The more you ease and relax and surrender into knowing that all is truly well, especially through knowing the ingredients and the process itself through your consumption of knowledge that resonates with you, the easier the process of unfolding and body-soul alignment tuning will be for you. They next spoke about activation codes that come through the knowledge that you consume and resonate with. So that's important. Whatever knowledge you consume that will help you move through this process in ease and flow because it opens more understanding for you. It's the knowledge that you resonate with. It's the knowledge that you know in your gut to be true for you. That is what we're trying to grab hold of. If knowledge comes into your awareness that you don't necessarily resonate with, do not hold on to it, because that's going to then be what's going to be activated within you. So this is very much about discernment. It's very much about sifting and sorting what you resonate with. But what does resonate with you, grab hold of it, consume it, and utilize it, because what came through is the things that you resonate with and that you know in your gut and your heart to be true for you on your journey. It activates things within you. Again, it activates those cells in DNA. It holds activation codes. What came through is activation codes unlock cellular memory and DNA through the vibration and frequency of the message, the knowledge, the voice presenting the message, and energetic frequency of the transfer between messenger and listener. Transferring of energy is happening all day, every day between people. For example, conversations with friends, conversations with teachers, listening to a YouTube video or message, listening to a podcast, whatever, there's always energy transfer happening. Codes are being transferred and activated between people all the time. But in your ability to align with activation codes that enlighten and upgrade you energetically and physically, meaning things that you resonate with and that you know in your heart and your gut to be true for you on your journey, then your body is able to activate life-giving creation codes rather than destruction of body codes. So again, speaking about information and knowledge that you do not resonate with, if you hold on to that and you allow your body to be fed with that information that you do not resonate with, and you keep consuming that, then it does not necessarily allow you to activate those life-giving creation codes, and it activates more of the so-called destruction of body codes, but not really destruction. It's just, it doesn't serve you in the way that information that does resonate with you could serve you in helping in your expansion, in your ascension process. The power of the codes received in the transfer of energy between messenger and listener depend highly upon the person's ability to be open to receiving it. There is much healing being offered, but if the person does not receive it due to doubt or being closed off to the information, then the transfer cannot complete in the way it can in its highest vibrational ability. There also lies in activation codes a timing of unfolding, meaning that if we had offered you this message 1 year ago, or even 6 months ago, or even 3 months ago, with the activation codes held within this message, it would not necessarily unfold in the way that it's taking shape at this now moment, whenever the listener is meant to hear it. And this goes for any message that you hear and resonate with. You're receiving those codes through that message in perfect timing if you resonate with it. If a person does not understand the information in the message, it can often lead to frustration, which leads to putting up walls and receiving the activation codes within the message. However, if a person does not understand the information in the message, but takes it in a lighthearted and open way, then the activation codes can integrate smoothly and easily without resistance, and they will filter through the person's physical and non-physical energy, unfolding the knowledge in perfect timing for that person. So this goes back to the last video that we did about the 3 phases of that body-soul alignment, and how as the person moves further along in integrating more of a body-soul alignment, if you're in 3D, 4D, or 5D, the knowledge that you're receiving right now, the information that you're receiving and consuming and sort of activating on that cellular level, that DNA level, is contributing to your body-soul alignment in what you would call the future. So as you move from 3D, 4D into 5D, even if you may not be in 5D energetically or physically right now, whatever you're consuming right now will possibly contribute to where you are as you move into 5D in the future, depending upon what you're consuming. So if you listen to videos, for example, that contain 5D information and activation codes, it will activate within you, it will open within you if you are receiving it and if you're open to receiving it. But it may not serve a purpose right now. It may serve in an unfolding as you move further along on your journey. So the information that you're receiving, even if you may not understand, will serve a purpose. It's activating something within you that will serve a purpose either now or in the future along your journey, along your path. And so the message is basically to be conscious of the things that you are consuming in terms of information and be open to the things that allow for greater expansion and greater understanding. You're going to know vibrationally if you resonate with something or if you don't. And if you resonate with something, even if you may not understand it, allow for the unfolding of that information within you on a much deeper level, again, cellular and DNA level. So everything is contributing to the greater body-soul alignment as you move from 3D into 4D into 5D. Everything is affecting your energy. Everything is affecting the chakra system. Everything is affecting your inner vortex system, your energetic field. And just like in manifestation, everything works first on an energetic level, that non-physical space, and then is manifested into the physical, so is then manifested into your physical body for your physical body to catch up with your energetic body or your energetic field, your vibration. As you understand this process more, then it allows your body to catch up with your non-physical vibration and soul in a much more faster and easier way. And again, opening up to allowing and surrendering to this process as it happens will allow for that merge and that alignment to more easily take place. Thank you everyone for watching this video. Together with you in oneness, I am Jessica Delmar. Oneness and love be with you.